Hey there again, guys. So as I'm already here and I've already just uploaded a video. I thought I'd just quickly do the review of How to Give Up Sugar. That was on Channel 5 by Dr Amir Khan. You may have heard about him. I think he's been on like This Morning, from what I can tell, and other programs like that. And he's done a couple of things on how to give up sugar and things, because I think he works with people with like diabetes and things like that. So basically, what did I think of it? I thought it was a good program and it was really informative, and I think he is quite Dr Amir Khan, I think he's good at sort of like, he made sure he upped his sugar intake so that he was having like what is said to be like, I think it's the daily average, like for men, what they're eating, not what they're supposed to be having, what they're eating, because obviously sugars are in lots and lots of things, and yeah, so I think you can get your sugar intake quite high. So yeah, he did that to begin with, weighed himself and everything, and then made sure he upped his sugar intake, was eating quite a lot of chocolate and stuff like that to see the effects it would have on his body. And then the idea was that after doing that for 30 days, then he'd do no sugar for 30 days. So I did think it was good, and I thought it was informative, particularly when he had the higher sugar intake. He was really informative about, a lot of things about bowel movements, which was a bit strange, but that might be just like a big thing that changes for certain people and things. Didn't put on a hell of a lot of weight, a couple of kilos, I think, so that's quite lucky. But I think he is quite an active guy as well. And just sort of showing you how much sugar is in like different foods and things like that, and actually how difficult it is like to eat that amount of sugar, and how much you do actually crash and stuff. But obviously if you're used to it in your system, you may not notice these things. The only thing I will say is just a very quick review, and because I watched it over a week ago, so I'm trying to remember, is there was a lot about when he was on the sugar, but then when it came to him coming off it, like he documented a lot when he was on a lot of sugar and things like that, which was handy because you can see the effects for somebody who maybe watches their sugars and then had an increase of sugar, the sort of various symptoms and things he was having. But then it was just sort of like, it wasn't really the same when he came off the sugar, and that's what I was more interested in, because obviously I'm doing the no sugar, and it was just to see sort of what I can expect. And then it just sort of, there wasn't really a lot of details. He told us about one bowel movement that was back to normal. Didn't really tell us if he'd lost the weight. Didn't really tell us if it was a struggle, because it was to see if like we're addicted to sugar type of thing as well. So yeah, towards the end of the documentary, I would have liked it. He focused a lot on like what he was feeling and stuff when he was on the sugar, but not really coming off the sugar. So that's the only thing I would say. But it's still an interesting little watch. Still well worth watching, I'd say, just to sort of like, especially to open your eyes a little bit, because it is, like I said, surprising what sugar, what different types of sugar and things there are, and what we're putting in our bodies. I mean, I do need to get a list for you guys, and I'll just discuss sort of what the different types of sugar are. So, you've got the big ones like obviously just sugar, sucralose, maltose, dextrose, anything ending in ose, basically, fructose. This is all like sugars, and because I haven't really explained properly, and I do apologise, we're doing no sugars or added sweeteners either. So you've got to look out for things like aspartame. There's a few other little sort of sweeteners that you can look out for. It is pretty, like, it's just basically looking for, the easiest thing to do is look for things that what all the ingredients are as well, like, and don't have because a lot of preservatives could be different types of sugar. But yeah, that's my review of Dr Amir Khan's thing. Please, by all means, if you want to do it or if you're just interested or anything like that, go and watch it. It is interesting, but just that is my little criticism of it, that he could have done a bit more detail on what happened when he came off the sugar, and if he had lost the extra 2 kilos and just little things like that. It's just, I think it needs to be slightly more informative, but it was only on an hour, so I do understand that too. But there we go. So I'm going to pop off again now and let you all get on with your day. Thank you. Bye.